Alright guys, welcome back. I'm taking a 2-day pistol course in the next week or so. So this is kind of the breakdown of what I'm bringing. This doesn't cover clothes, food, etc. It's just kind of like the shooting gear. I kind of give you guys a little bit of a feeling for what I think is important to bring to the range when you're out there for an extended period of time. So over here, I got my Pelican case. This is the 1510. I'm using this to hold my pistols and then some spare magazines as well. I like this case because it's pretty small. I can still lock my guns up. I can fly with this, and it's not so tiny that it can kind of get lost in the baggage carousel. And also I can maybe throw some other stuff in the side, like ammo, knives, etc. So over here in these old Paraclete pouches, these are my 45 ACP mags. I don't plan on using these, but I'm carrying the 45 with me as a backup gun. And within this Tough Products bag from Sentinel Concepts, that design, we got my 2 pistols that I am bringing for this course. So primary pistol is going to be this Pelican Arms Operator 1911 in 9mm. I plan on doing the whole course with this gun, but 1 is none and 2 is 1. So I have a second pistol, which is, shocker, a Pelican Arms Operator 1911 in 45 ACP. So 2 pistols out of the pocket of this case. I got my 9mm mags in the middle here. They are all loaded up already, so I don't need to do that when I get to the range or the night before. And also in this case, we have some little admin gear that I think is important. So I have a Sharpie, I got some extra batteries, tools, etc. for any other pistols that I might need or have with me. Got a paint pen, so if I put some clicks on my rear sight, I can mark it. I have a normal pen. Then I have my weapon record book. So this is where I am logging all the round count for this pistol, so that if anything happens, I have a pretty good idea of when that happened and why. So again, this small Pelican case, I got 45 magazines that I don't plan on using. I got 2 1911s. I got some mags in there. And I got some administrative stuff. Over here in the larger case, this is kind of my like rolling bag that I'll kind of leave in the trunk, open up for the range, etc. I got a shooting mat. Why would I bring this to a pistol course? Well, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to end up shooting the Humbler at this course, or the 700 point aggregate, and there is a course of fire in it that involves standing the prone with the pistol. And why make yourself miserable if you don't have to? So I got a nice mat right there. Over here in this cardboard box, I just got some 45 ACP ammo. That way I can kind of keep it separated. I only have about 500 rounds. Again, I'm not planning on needing that gun. In this ammo can, this is all 9mm. So I got some Lawman, I got some stuff from Black Dot, and then we'll shoot those as appropriate throughout the course. My game plan is that as I run through this 9mm ammo, I will put this 45 in this can. That way, on my way back, I only have 1 ammo can. I can ditch this cardboard box. I got my pretty standard Sword-In electronic ear pro. Wear those all the time. I got my Oakley Tombstones. So I'm a huge fan of these. You've definitely seen me wearing these in video before, and probably in some other pictures. So I got the little cleaning cloth. I got my anti-fog from TNVC. Thank you guys. And then I have dark eye approach, the standard gray kind of black looking ones. Then I have 2 different prism lenses. The prism lenses are supposed to increase contrast for shooting. I think they actually do a pretty decent job of it. So I got 2 different shades of those, kind of like a lighter one for maybe just like a hazy day. And then in them right now, I got the clear eye pro because I was doing some indoor stuff recently. So that's eyes and ears. I always have extra ear pro in my kind of like trunk area. I got some sunglasses, so I have backups basically with me all the time. Over here, another thing I don't plan on needing in this magpul pouch is just some lube. I'll throw that on the pistol probably on day 2. Cleaning rag, bore snake, bushing wrench. I got my little 1911 block from 10-8 with the little bent paper clip to do the takedown of the guide rod, and that's kind of all I'm bringing for cleaning. Right, again, don't plan on cleaning the gun. I'll definitely reapply lube, but between training day 1 and training day 2, there's no real need for me to do any kind of deep clean. So it's just kind of there in the bottom. I just tossed the cat tourniquet in here because it was out. I figured why not. And then we have my range belt that I'm going to use for this course. So this is a Ranger Green belt from Eagle Industries. What Eagle does is they put the kind of like male portion, the hook portion of the Velcro, and like a little less aggressive texture on the body, and they put the soft, the pile portion on the belt itself. Just something to be aware of. I have both Eagle belts and other belts, so I need to make sure if I'm bringing 2 belts, I'm also bringing 2 inner belts. So a little bit of a complication, but nothing insurmountable. And this belt is set up for a 1911 and a rifle. So this is one belt for both 1911s and 9mm and 45. So that makes my life easier there. I got 3 pouches here. These are from First Spear, and they are, again, designed just for 1911, so they fit really well. I really like these pouches. The only downside is they're not universal. Same with this S-Tac pouch. Kydex insert is for a M4. It's not universal, and it's all it's going to fit. Then lastly, on the rear end here, we have a dump pouch from Tactical Tailor. This is a pretty good sized pouch. I think it is 1,000 in here. It feels like maybe 800. Has a drawstring, bungee, kind of standard dump pouch variety. And this is really an admin function for a range day. Not really designed for like in the moment stuff, in my opinion. On the back, I have a soft tee. The way I have this attached right here is just with a loop of bungee pulled through the molly webbing, and that way one loop goes in the bottom, one loop goes in the top, and it's there on my belt. Eventually, for this setup, I'll probably invest in a pouch for it, but right now the soft tee is doing fine, and I will replace it if it does get some UV light that degrades it. Over here, finally on the holster side, I've got a standard Safariland. This is ALS only. I got a nub mod, has a QLS fork on it, and then I have this bungee cord again. So this is just looped onto the UBL, and I'll come around the back here, and it'll hook onto my pistol. That just gives me a little secondary retention if I'm running around doing something crazy and don't need to draw the pistol immediately. Think like insert, infill, exfil, extract, the 4 out of 5 phases of the operation. You probably don't need your pistol immediately, but you also definitely do not need to lose it. So that is pretty handy there. I threw a piece of zip tie here just to kind of lock the holster in this position. It's doing fine. There are more complex and refined options out there, but right now this is doing me just fine. And then we'll see for this holster, I kind of cut out a little piece of plastic Kydex here just so I can break that retention and kind of get right on the safety on the draw. I know Safariland designed it with the intervening piece here so that you couldn't do that. However, I think that's wrong. If I'm drawing the pistol, I have decided to fire. And if I'm drawing it without deciding to fire, I can draw it in such a way that I do not deactivate the safety. So I don't need the holster to prevent me from taking the weapon off safe. That's my job, not the holster's job. So that covers the belt kit. These are pretty comfortable, and it's really nice to be able to just unclip this during lunch and kind of sit there on the range without the weight of a 2.5 pound pistol hanging off you all day. And that is it. The other things I'll bring from a small cooler with some drinks throughout the day. I'll bring some snacks. I usually eat a pretty big breakfast and a big dinner so that I'm not hungry throughout the day. And that is everything. Notebook, I always got that on me. You guys should have one too. I often find I don't get a lot of time to take notes, but we'll see how this one goes. And that covers it. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I've taken a bunch of courses. I brought a ton of gear I didn't need to bring. And I think this is like a pretty good bare bones, bare minimum, boil it down to just what you need layout. Thanks for tuning in. I always appreciate it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks.